Yes, because when my wife was alive, she was wonderful, godly, and even orchestrated my journey to RCCG. So, what it takes to be a good woman, all the qualities a good woman should possess, my wife had it. So, I will encourage my son to marry somebody like my wife.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, sir.
So I have a question for you, and it goes thus: what is the best advice you've ever received from your wife, your mom, or any female relative? The best advice that you've ever received.
Well, in the first place, the first person that gave me an advice, but it was not an advice per se, it was a sort of command. It was my mom. The day she met my wife, and after they have greeted and we have entertained her, when my wife left, my mom now called me and said, "Look, I'm not advising you, but I am telling you that this is your wife." And I went back and I started reflecting on, because at that period I was not even a born again. So I just sat down and I reflected on what she said and said, okay, if this is what this mama wants, let me give it to her. And since then, after my getting married to my wife, I have never looked back, because she's the one through her deeds and her actions that led me to Christ.
Wow.
Financially, she was the one who remodeled me and shaped my life to be a well-functioning man that I am now.
Wow.
So that is why when the Bible said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing, I think they are referring to me,
Wow.
because I find a good thing. And one of the characters I saw or behavior was that she was the humble type. I remember, that I could recall vividly, some issues my mom had with my dad, but never for once did I see my mom raise her voice, at my dad. And never for once did my mom ever call his children to instigate or to push the children against my dad. And I think that is a very, very good lesson, something that I learned from my mom. Did I answer your question?
Yes, I did. The second question: how has the relationship with your mom influenced the way you interact with other women, or in what the light at which you see other women?
Okay. One thing I learned from my mom was that you learn to embrace people with an open heart. My mom was an exemplary, how do I put it now? My mom was someone who displayed, is it displayed now, or showed in examples what love is. She was someone who had an open heart. My mom can give you her eyes. My mom can sacrifice, even to the detriment of our children, can sacrifice for other people. So I that quality or that characteristics has really helped me in my relationship with people, today. My